I'd like to extend a massive thank you to the good people of getgeared.co.uk. Without their cooperation, I would never have been able to bring you this review. So today we're taking a look at the Shoei GT-Air. Specifically, this is the TC5 Wanderer variant, the only difference being visual appearance. I just wanted to share with you the beauty of this helmet, the curves around the sides and the back. It's an absolutely stunning thing to look at. The Shoei GT-Air features your standard Shoei pin lock system. It also has a built-in sun visor, which is activated via a push lever on the side, as I'm demonstrating right now. It's easy to use with the glove on, there's little resistance, it's nice and smooth. Works wonders. It's exceptionally nice to use with the visor up to get a little bit of wind in the helmet. Now, this helmet also utilises the double D-ring system. Inside, there's a revolutionary new 3-channel airway, which you can just about see at the back there. More importantly, here we have fitted the removable cheek pads via these red straps. These are initially designed so that EMTs can remove the cheek pads from your helmet without removing it from your head. Also fitted, we have a chin curtain, which does a great job of keeping the wind from blowing up into your face. It's also great for vloggers such as myself to keep audio volume down. As well as the standard chin mounted vent, which is a very simple up, down, open, closed. Shoei also have a new 3-stage upper mounted vent, which is kind of off, medium and open. There's also at the very back one last vent, open and closed, quite simple, but it does a great job of funneling the air over your head, keeping you nice and cool at the same time being very comfortable and not too cold.
So one of the first things I noticed about this helmet was just how light and well built this thing is. You barely even notice that it's on your head. It's that light. And when you start getting up to speed as well, the wind noise is so greatly reduced that I'm able to hear my voice in this helmet so much clearer. And I know that's not important to a lot of you who don't vlog and stuff, why should you give a shit? But it's a great indicator of just how kind of still the air is inside the helmet versus how turbulent it is outside. It really is quite noticeable. The way that they've designed the pads down by the cheeks and around the neck do a great job of funneling away all that wind noise. Same with the chin curtain. Really keeps the wind off your face. Sometimes with my shots I would notice that the wind was still kind of blowing up my face, like up the front of my face at speed, which doesn't happen with this helmet, even though the shocks had a chin curtain as well. This Shoei just eliminates it completely. You don't realise quite how good you get it with a helmet like this versus one of the more budget lids, which still gets the job done, but you really don't notice all the little creature comforts that you would get with a helmet like the GT-Air. It's so much more streamlined, it's quieter, it reduces turbulence. Like for instance at speed, the shock sniper would wobble. You know, ever so slightly, it wasn't horrendous. But at speed, it wouldn't stay put on my head, staying still, like an extension of my body. Do you know what I mean? It would wobble around slightly, like fucking jelly on a plate or something. But the Shoei is absolutely solid. It doesn't move. As amazing as the pin lock system is, this helmet never fogs up. But the actual visor itself is extremely hard to open. I don't know if this is just because this helmet is so new, but allow me to demonstrate, okay? Just let me demonstrate. I'm going to try and open the visor right now. So I'm pushing hard, and it just kind of snaps. So it actually lifts the helmet up off my face slightly to open that. I don't know if it's something that will loosen up over time, but I sincerely hope that it does, because it's a bit annoying and it makes you look a bit of a dick when you're just kind of rolling through town. You want to open your visor and it looks like you've just uppercutting yourself in the chin, fucking lifting your head up like that. So you'd like to think that for spending almost 500 quid for that kind of money, you're getting pretty much the best, right? That's a shitload of money, considering that you can buy road legal helmets that meet, albeit, you know, the kind of basic, if you like, they meet the required legal safety standards. So you have to think to yourself, if I'm going to step back and pay 10 times more money, is it worth it? The benefits that I've noticed with this helmet versus my previous helmet, which was a 40 quid shock sniper, are as follows. The fit is better. Overall wind noise is better, despite being a little bit boomier. There's a little bit more lows. I can hear a lot of lows. This helmet is rock solid. It never wobbles around on my head. It doesn't lift. It doesn't squat. It just sits perfectly square. The inside of this helmet always feels calm, collected, and slow. It's relaxed, where the sniper wasn't. The sniper was very high energy and quite turbulent. So at speed, there'd be the helmet was wobbling. There was quite a lot of wind noise. And not only that kind of thing, but down to more basic stuff like just looks in general. This helmet I find absolutely beautiful. I love the offset stripe over the top. I love the kind of Crisis 3 style honeycomb on the sides that changes colour from green to purple depending on the light. I love that. It's beautiful. The angles on the sides, the vents, all of it. It's just a stunning thing to look at. On top of that, in terms of safety features, the fact that you can just whip out the cheek pads with the red pulls is massively important. It's not essential for sure, but at the same time, should you come off, that could keep you walking for the rest of your life, versus a cheap helmet where a paramedic can't do that. You never know. I may be exaggerating, but I may not be as well. For all you know, that could keep you out of a wheelchair the rest of your life, so I'm definitely not going to complain about that. Other things I've noticed that this helmet does well are the pin lock system. It's incredible. Never fogs up. I've never once had it fog up. What I can see out of the corner of my eyes, down sort of here on both sides, that's where it mists up, exactly where the pin lock isn't, funnily enough. So that's a great system and it works very well. The downside is that if you want to buy yourself another visor for this helmet, which I think is the CTS1 visor system, it's going to cost you 75 quid for a new visor. That's insane money. Insane money. Considering that I wanted to buy another visor for my sniper, it's 11 quid. I think I'd rather spend the 11 quid. Because you can go out and buy yourself a foggy. And for those of you that don't know what a foggy is, it's just a tiny little insert. I say tiny. It's an insert that goes inside your helmet and basically directs your breath down. And with the foggy installed in my sniper, it does not fog up at all. So I'd much rather spend 11 quid on a visor and then maybe another 13 or something, however much the foggy was, for an equally as effective permanent fogging solution. But the seal on the visor on this helmet is incredible. It's extremely good. I've used this in the pissing rain. Not an issue. The ratchet system in this is solid and it feels extremely nice. My only concern, like I mentioned earlier, is the fact that it flicks up quite difficult and it makes you look like a total knob. Hopefully that wears in a bit and it's not quite so bad. One of my other favourite features about this helmet is the breathability. It's got two vents on top, one at the front, one at the back, and obviously the regular chin vent. But that is amazing. You genuinely can feel 3 channels of cool air over the top of your head. It's just lovely. It's so nice. Would I recommend this helmet to anyone else? Absolutely. Absolutely. Even if you ignore all the stuff that I've just mentioned, on top of the amount that you pay, you're also getting things like pre-cut installation sections inside the helmet for your Bluetooth system. You just whip them out, put your speaker in, and then put them back over the top. So there's so many things that Shoei have thought about that make the whole process that much easier, that it's just so worth it. It's so worth it. All these things just come together to create this beautiful synergy of lightweight stability, beauty, convenience, the whole package. I'm massively impressed with this helmet. It's honestly made my entire riding experience that much better. I had no idea quite how massive the difference would be going from a cheaper helmet to a more expensive one like the Shoei GT-Air, but I tell you what guys, I am damn well glad that I did. You don't know what you're missing.